Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, good now. Give him another count. One more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, good. Great.
This isn't working right.
All right.
Hang on a second. Andrew, come on screen with me.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, so let me try to get this.
Also, Mike McRae's in here if you want to say hi.
Okay, hi. I'm just trying to get this straightened out.
Okay. So you did share. You were supposed to do share entire screen, right? So you did that. Yeah.
I did that, but it still looks fucked up. That's not how it looks on my side screen. And, well,
didn't you scoot it over?
Yeah, I did it. Well, here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Are you sure you did share entire screen?
So let me stop sharing.
Okay.
Is that your cursor or mine?
That should be yours.
So why it's not working? Oh, okay, I got it. So you see how I'm moving it, right? And it's not moving.
Redo the present and make sure you're clicking on share entire screen.
Okay, and now I go present, share screen, and then I go entire screen, and then I do this, and then I do this. Hang on.
Oh, that looks different. So I think we're getting there.
Hang on, I'll fix it now. Now it's good.
Okay. Do you want to click hide down on the bottom?
Hide? Where? I don't see it.
It's right next to the dock. On the keynote, sorry.
Oh.
And yes, everybody, we know we're live. We're just having to go through this. This is using StreamYard for the first time on the road.
Okay, so do you want to let, so how do we let Mike in?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you, Mike? Mike cannot hear me?
Mike?
What happened? He was here and then he's not. Andrew, are you there?
I don't know why, but he just got muted. I wonder if his mic just disconnected or something. But
oh, here. So I let me see if I can take care of this.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, now he's unmuted.
Keep talking.
Okay. I think my my microphone came unplugged there somehow, and then I got muted.
Okay.
All right.
Scared the shit out of us.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that situation.
Okay.
So we're doing Biden second?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you bring up the other one?
Yeah, stand by.
Standing by.
So this is good practice because we're going to have to do this in Chicago.
Oh.
So that's why it's not just for today, me being on a mini vacation, which it's not a vacation if I'm working. I just have to be working from a remote location. Big Bear.
Can you look at your dog behind you?
Can I look at my dog? Can you see my dog? See my dog?
She's sacked out.
Oh my God, take a picture. Okay. Let me do this. Okay. All right, well, let's, you ready to jump into it, Mike? Let me see if I can.
Yep.
We're doing the best we can, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing the best we can.
All right, ready? Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Jimmy, this is Governor Tim Walz of the great state of Minnesota.
Hey, Governor, what can I do for you?
Jimmy, I have one word for you.
What's that?
Wow. Just wow. I tell you what, the past few days, getting the nod, going to rallies, seeing the response from voters, just wow. Me and my whole family are just really taken aback. It's amazing. Wow.
You sound very excited.
Jimmy, excited doesn't even begin to cover the bases. I'm not only excited, I'm eager to get to work for Kamala and the American people, but also eager to confront the attacks of my opponents head on.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. J.D. Vance, like I said, I can't wait to debate that guy. Won't that be something else? Wow. We really are bringing back the joy.
I see.
And don't get me wrong, JD, who is not JD Vance. I won't be just going on the defensive. I'll be going on the offensive too. Much like football, politics is a game with offense and defense. I used to be a football coach. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Wow. So I will be going. So I will be going after Donald Trump and his record. I will be going after J.D. Vance and his overall disingenuousness. I will be going after the invasive policies of the GOP, which has no respect for women's rights or bodily autonomy. In short, like I said at the rally, mind your own business.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, Governor, during the COVID lockdown, you initiated a tip hotline so people could snitch on their neighbors if they were violating COVID rules in their own homes. Is that
That's
correct?
none of your business. That the decision to do that was between me and my constituents, that I was trying to turn on each other like so many rabid jackals. And I realized I just spelled jackal like the band, not the animal.
That's okay.
Jimmy, I make... Huh?
Steph, are you typing?
You can hear somebody typing?
I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, okay. Jimmy, I make no apologies for my progressive record. And I do not, and I will not shy away from it. Do you know why?
Why?
Because every one of the positions that I have because I listened and learned. I sat my privilege, took us down, and listened to people. For example, from my students, I learned that they learn better when they have bellies full of nutritious food, which is why later as governor, I passed a bill providing free breakfast and lunch for all children in Minnesota schools.
That's nice.
From my purple and green-haired constituents, I learned that 12-year-old boys can menstruate. Wow! From my wealthy liberal white friends, I learned that African Americans actually want their communities burned down if it happens during a riot. From Kyle Cease, I learned how to be $1 million headliner. There's not a goddamn thing I haven't fallen for, and I'm proud of it.
I'm sorry. I see.
So, yeah, I'm the lefty governor, the one with the snitch line. What about it? That's me. And you know what? I will continue to learn. I'm always looking around for new progressive ideas to learn about. Over in the UK, they have a new Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, and he's got really good progressive ideas that are growing on me. Maybe if someone goes on Facebook and posts, "I don't like crime," maybe the police should come to their home and arrest them. I don't understand it, but you know what? That's not my job. My job is to listen and then just do the new thing without thinking about it too much. Wow.
If you and Kamala Harris win, what do you envision your role being in the White House?
Well, like I said, I'm here to help Kamala. That's how I see my role. And honestly, that's how I got this job.
Hang on a second. Can you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah. Well, the other guy they were considering, Shapiro, people seem to think that he didn't get chosen because he's a Zionist maniac with a ton of other baggage. Well, that had nothing to do with it. If you think the Democratic Party is effective enough to make some sort of reasoned calculation, i.e. number of moderates we'd gain with Walz versus number of leftists we lose with Shapiro, you're out of your mind. I wish there was that sort of wisdom.
Well, what was the deciding factor then?
I said, Madam, I'm here to help. And the other guy had questions. That's literally it. Rubbed her the wrong way. He wanted to know what his role in the White House would be, what the vice president actually does. And you do not ask Kamala Harris questions that she does not know the answer to. It makes her feel cornered. So it was curtains for Shapiro.
That's kind of shocking.
Well, Jimmy, between you and me, we're dealing with a real sort of queen bee type situation. Pleasing her is now everyone's main job. If they want to keep their job, that is. Her staff is more really an entourage at this point. I just know how to play along.
Well, I hope you get to do something useful.
Honestly, I'm fine either way. Just going with the flow, enjoying the ride. I mean, hell, I had to read a teleprompter yesterday. I had never used one before. I had to learn how to use it.
You just simply read it as the words go by.
Yeah, but it looks like the words are floating. It's crazy. Wow.
Wow, you sound like a bit of a maniac and very excited. Can we expect to hear more from you?
Oh, yeah, but I better go now. It's about 2:30. We're due for Kamala's daily early afternoon meltdown. This one's usually about foods, salt, or seasoning or something like that. Later in the day, the meltdown is usually about physical comfort in some way. And boy, I'm telling you, Jimmy, that one is a lot nastier. It's a real dish breaker. But hey, I'm just getting the hang of it and trying to stay out of the way. I'll keep you posted. Bye, Jimmy.
Okay, bye, you fucking maniac. I didn't know that about the snitch line.
Oh, yeah. I figured you would have been right on that.
Yeah, you would think I would have known about that. That's right up my COVID alley.
That's in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Now, Steph, I tried to add you to the call because I wanted you to be on with me and laugh, which is why I could hear you. But for some reason, it didn't add you, but it just added your audio.
Oh, okay. They fixed it, something, so. Okay, so that's your next call.
Okay. Okay, so go.
If you want to try it this time, I'll shut the door.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's keep Steph. Can we keep Steph's audio but not her video?
I was
How's
robbed
that?
of my Steph fix.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do the next one. I got to go over here. And hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hey, this is President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Oh, Mr. President.
Remember me? Remember me, the president?
Of course I do, sir.
Well, good. Somebody give this man a cookie. That's right. Kamala may be hogging the spotlight right now, but I'm still the commander-in-chief. I'm still running the country. I'm still getting up every day and giving this job 100%. We're still fighting tooth and nail for the American people, and my dog is still biting people in the dick.
Glad to hear that, sir.
My campaign may have ceased, but my administration persists.
Hey, you know what? I think we should mute Steph because we're getting an echo from her. So let's go ahead and remove Steph, and then we'll figure out the echo after the call.
Oh man.
Okay. We know that, sir, but we really don't hear much about your administration these days.
And that is by design. That's how I want it.
What do you mean?
We're not in the news because I don't want to be in the news. I told my team, no news.
What do you mean no news?
I says to them, just don't do anything. We're just going to ride this out. Coast, man, coast. All eyes are going to be on the campaign. No one expects anything from us.
But what are you doing then?
Do you have a fucking hearing problem? Do you have water on the brain? Asshole. I said nothing. We're doing nothing.
You can't just be doing nothing.
I don't think I'm making myself clear. Every morning I go in the Oval Office, I sit down and I do nothing. No phone calls, no meetings. Every hour I take a stroll around the West Wing and make sure my entire staff is doing the same. If I hear anyone on the phone, if I hear the clickety-clack of computer keyboards, there is hell to pay. No one is going to do shit in this administration, not on my watch.
But who's running the country then?
Jimmy, I'm going to love with you. The country more or less runs itself. We don't even really need a president.
Okay. I see.
My only real job is to patrol things overseas and make sure we don't get drawn into any international news. It looks like Britain's going to slide into full-fledged race war, which is fantastic because it would be huge news and wouldn't involve me. That would be the news.
Right.
And even if that doesn't happen, UK police will round up thousands and thousands of people because of their Facebook posts, which will be great because it's insanely fascist. Will be all over the news, and it's nothing to do with me. Some granny going to prison because she said, I miss the old days on social media. You can always count on them to remind us that why we fought against them 76.
Uh-huh.
The only problem is all this possibility of World War III. That would really throw a wrench in the whole no news thing.
I have to agree with you on that.
So that's sort of the one thing we're doing. Talking to Israel and Iran and telling them just cool it. Cool your jets. Just don't do anything.
Is it working?
Well, believe me, they want to do something. I can tell you that much. They don't want to not do anything. I mean, all parties involved here absolutely love blowing shit the fuck up. The trick is getting them not to do that now.
I see.
You know, Jimmy, there's a great irony in all this.
What's that?
I get shoved out of the race because I'm incompetent, but now I'm in charge of preventing World War III. Perhaps the most difficult and important task a commander-in-chief has ever faced.
Yeah.
Just a really sad, goofy way for this whole shit to end, man.
Yeah.
I mean, part of me just wants to let it happen. Literally just fucking World War III.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't stop it. I'm too old. I didn't know what to do. Sorry. Time for World War III now. Fucking ingrates.
How long do you plan on making this do nothing policy a reality, sir?
As long as I can, man. Until the bitter end. And then during Kamala's inauguration, it'll be freezing outside. I'll have a giant blanket over me. And while she gives her speech, I'm going to fall asleep and die. And then do nothing for eternity. I got it all planned out.
Okay, well, we'll keep us posted during your final months in office, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe not. Depends on if I consider calling you doing something. And you know what? I haven't decided yet. In the meantime, I'm going to put my feet up on the Resolute desk and watch my dog take a dump on the carpet. Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Mr. President. It is weird to think that he's still supposed to be president. That is a weird thing.
We're going to have fun with lame duck Biden here.
Yeah. He's going to be president up until January 25th.
Yeah, we got a while. I mean, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Anything could happen. Anything. Okay, well, how does my sound on your end, Mike? Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm on my setup over here is Fine.
Okay, great. All right, I appreciate that. All right, so we're getting through the growing pains here. I forgot to drop the videos today. Anyway, all right. You want to tell people you got a show coming up or anything?
Yeah, I got a few of them on my Instagram page. Just follow me, Mike McRae online. That's MACRAE.
Okay. All right, brother. Good to talk to you. Great job as always.
Take care, and I'll see you in Chicago.
Oh, see you in Chicago. That's right. See you on August 16th. Mike will be there. And the next day in Grand Rapids at the Wealthy Theater, it's called. That's quite a name for a theater.
Ooh.
But why don't I just call it the Rich Guy Theater? I'm guessing it was named after somebody whose name was Wealthy.
That's
still
quite
a weird name to have. Says quite a name, yeah. That's like having a name Beautiful. Okay. All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Have fun.
All right, let's go to a break, Andrew, and we'll be right back with some stories.
Okay, so I'm wondering, can you put that?
I believe having a substantial percentage of my financial future secured with gold and silver. You know this. That's why I decided. I believe having a substantial percentage of my financial future secured with gold and silver. You know this. That's why I decided to partner with our sponsor, Colonial Metals Group. They helped me set up a safe and secured self-directed IRA where I have access to my assets no matter what the stock market or, for that matter, what the government's doing. Let the team of experts at Colonial Metals Group help you protect your family's future. We put together a special offer for our audience. Click on the link in the description below or call a special 800 number and you'll receive a safe and up to 10 grand in silver. So the number over at Colonial Metals is 888-910-1419. That's 888-910-1419.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Gum. Stimulate your senses.
Jews in the wall. Shut it down.
If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
At this time, more than any other time, you know, revolution is necessary. It is necessary. Not only based on what has happened with the MOVE organization, you know, the babies that have been murdered, you know, MOVE adults that have been murdered, bombs being dropped on us, but past that to what is happening with all black people, so-called minority people, you know, money poor people. You know, this government, as has been said earlier, has waged war on us. But you know, something about us, particularly here in America, we don't really understand that. You know, we don't really know what war is. You know, for black people, for poor people, that people see as good, that they wasn't forced to do, that they didn't do to try to keep black people appeased, you know, and calm down so that black people wouldn't riot. A prison situation is a crystallized example of that. You can make phone calls in prison. They have movies in prison, but they don't have those things because they just want to be nice to prisoners. They have those things because they know damn well if they don't have, you know, people being able to contact their family, if they don't have, you know, facilities for people to sit there and watch movies, people are going to be frustrated, upset, and they're going to direct that frustration at them prison administrators, and they're going to have riots on their hands. You know, they're going to have people in them prisons turning them prisons out. That's why they have movies. That's why they have access to phones the way they do. And a stop to it when we don't like it, or encouraging it when it's something that's in our interest. You know, we have to call the shots. The people have to take the reins of this system and start dictating, you know, what we need, what needs to be done. And, you know, taking the initiative to do it ourselves. We can't rely on this system. I mean, you know, don't people see what's happening? Every single confrontation that MOVE people have been involved in, every single issue, you know, oppression, economic issues, every single issue facing our people, you know, is something that can be dealt with very, very simply. All people got to do is make their wishes known. All people have to do is stand up and say, listen, we're not accepting that. Unity is the key. Unity is the key to revolution. Revolution ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't nothing to shy away from. Revolution, contrary to what officials, you know, this system and those backing the officials running the system, you know, want people to believe that revolution means violence, you know, means blood in the street. I'm saying it can get to that point, but it don't have to be violent. You know, when people come together and take a strong stand on an issue, this government don't have no choice but to listen. Where you think they get their authority from? They don't have no power, but they do have authority to do certain things. Where you think they get it from? They get it from us, from the people. You know, they get it from us accepting the things that they do to be done to stop it. Then you have some people who want to then turn around and say, yeah, well, you know, it's the best we have, and want to make excuses. The time for excuses is over. It's over. You know, every man, woman, and child has to be involved in this revolution. Not only has to be, but is, whether you want to be or not. I mean, our babies gave their lives for this revolution on May 13th. You know, men, women, and children were murdered. And not just move babies, you know. What about all of the young men, women, you know, children 8, 9 years old shot down on the street by cops, you know, by drug pushers? I mean, you know, where do you think that mentality comes from? It comes from this system, from the mentality of this system of getting over, you know, making a quick buck, you know. I'm saying that's where that needs to be done to stop it. Then, you know, what I want people to really, really understand is that it's past time. It is past time for poor people, black people, you know, to realize that this system has failed you. It has failed you. You can't get nothing from it. And what people got to do is withdraw our support from it and start doing for ourselves. That's what we got to do. You know, how long are people going to sit back and beg, you know, this government to do what's right when for hundreds of years, all you've gotten is a slap in the face. All you've gotten is this government kicking your ass. That's all. That's all black people have ever gotten from this government.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit